courtesy of viewer Aaron Watson from MOONDANCE Sandalwood Shave Soap. We're going to build a lather and we're going to have a shave coming up next. Hi YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere, it's SparkWithGeorgeTune.com. I'm back with another video. Thanks so much for stopping by and sharing your time with me. Great to see you again. Love getting together with you and talking all things traditional wet shave. We have a brand new shave soap in the Shave Den, courtesy of viewer Aaron Watson. Aaron, thank you very, very much. From the folks at MOONDANCE Sandalwood Shaving Soap right there. Very nice, simple yet unique packaging. You know, nothing overly ostentatious, but it still has a really nice, attractive look to it. And inside, a handcrafted, artisan-made shave soap puck. This is sandalwood right here, and that's a marvelous sandalwood scent. It's not too perfumey. It's not too organic. It's right there in the middle. Nice balance. And they also have some information here regarding their shave soaps. And let's take a look at it right here. We'll just kind of give you a brief overview of what they have to say here. Here it is right here if you want to get a screenshot for later on, and also on the back. And they say here, dear Shave Soap customer, thank you for purchasing handmade natural soap from MOONDANCE Soap and Sundries. These shave soaps are produced in batches of 15 and hand cut in Wake Forest, North Carolina. The recipe is tried and true for the past 20 years, and we hope you enjoy our product. And they have some information here on how to best use it. And what they're saying is put it in a bowl, get some hot water on top of there, take a shower, and then come back and the soap will be ready to use. And they also have, use a wet brush. They're recommending here a badger brush. We're going to use our Red Evil synthetic shaving brush, but they say a badger brush will work just fine with it. And they say when you put it into your bowl or your apothecary mug or whatever you have, after you take the water off, get that damp brush and just start building it on top of that puck until you get some nice density and a nice brush load, and then go ahead and start lathering. And I'm assuming it's going to be part face lather, part bowl lather, that sort of thing. And shave soaps can be used in many ways. Traditionally, they are used with open comb safety razors and a shave bowl for face shaving. Combine the shave bowl with a badger brush for a daily ritual. If using this method, allow the shave puck to soak in hot water while you shower. Wet brush, shake it out, and rub the brush over the puck until you get your preferred lather density. There it is right there. Shave soaps also make excellent bar soaps for your shower or bath. While it's a bit more costly, the ingredients are great for your skin, and the bar lasts longer than bars made without clay. So there is some great clay and vitamin E ingredients in this as well. So, looking forward to doing a shave with this. A big, big thank you to viewer Aaron Watson for sending along Sandalwood Shaving Soap from MOONDANCE. We also have Sweet Citrus, and we're going to be doing a review of that down the road as well. But going with the Sandalwood this time around, very, very nice. Now, you can put it into your favorite mug or bowl, and this is an apothecary mug here from Vanderhagen. If you happen to have this one, know that this puck will not fit. It's a little too large in diameter. I believe it's a 3-inch diameter. This is probably maybe 2.5 inches here. So it's not going to fit. You're going to have to maybe press it down a little bit, really squeeze it in, maybe shave it around a little bit. You know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I probably could shave this, maybe get a potato peeler or something like that, and shave a little bit off the outer diameter. If you have a method on how to get a puck that's a little larger than your apothecary mug, comment below and let us know how you handle that. But I am going to use my Vikings Blade Grand Chairman shaving bowl, which was specifically designed for taking on these larger pucks, and just drop it in there like that. There it is right there. We're going to put some hot water on top of that. We're going to soak the brush. We're going to do a pre-shave wash, and then we're going to get this shave underway. So hang in there with me. Okay, as you can see, we've done our pre-shave wash with the Cube 2.0. So let's get right to building this lather. Here is my Grand Chairman shaving bowl, my Vikings Blade Grand Chairman shaving bowl with water covering that soap puck. I'm just going to put my finger down there, and just kind of hold that in place so it doesn't fall out. But it looks like it's adhered to the bottom fairly well. And you can see how the water is just kind of work its way into that. And that is nice and slick. All right, here's the Red Evil shaving brush from Goodfellas. A big thank you to James Sefton for very kindly sending this one along to the channel. And we're going to go ahead, and well, that's a nice scent. We're going to go ahead and start building this lather here. And as you can see, we're getting some nice lather on top of the puck. And it looks like I'm going to load the brush here and get some nice lather building around the bowl here, inside the bowl and around there. And I'm probably going to do a combination of face lather and bowl lather here. Oh my gosh, look at how that is building. Look at that. You know, and if I want to, boy, there's a lot there already. Look at that. There's a lot there already on the brush. I'm going to dip the tips in just a little bit. It's my first time using it. I'm going to dip the tips in just a little bit and get a little bit more water to run over that soap. Perhaps the brush should be a little more damp than what I had. I don't know. I'm first time using it. I'm trying to gauge the water to soap ratio. It looks like I have a pretty good. Here's what we have in the bowl here. Here's what I have in the brush. So it looks it looks pretty darn good. I'm going to keep doing this just a little more. And oh man, look what I got here. This is pretty darn nice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build this lather up as much as I can in the bowl and paint it on my face. Did I mention I have 2 days worth of beard growth? I think I did. If I didn't, my apologies. 2 days worth of beard growth. So I'm looking for some good coverage. And I just got a little more water there, and I'm just going to run over this puck. Boy, that's a lot there, man. Yeah, I got some good lather here, and it looks like, again, I'm going to do a combination of face lather and bowl lather here, but just a little more, just a little more. Just want to. It's kind of falling in between the puck and the walls of the shaving bowl, but there's a lot there up on top. So maybe you want to get some. Maybe I should have used the other one and just kind of pressed it in. You know, that way the lather would be coming all the way up to the top, rather than gathering on the sides here. Oh, I think that's got it. Check that out. Boom, lather. Yeah, I think that's got it. We're going to probably add a little bit of water to my face here and do a combination, as I say, bowl lather and face lather here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. The scent is marvelous. They describe it as a rich, woody scent with, you know, very earthy. And it is, but there is that nice elegance and refinement that you get with some other sandalwood shave soaps and shave creams that have a little more, I guess you could say, a little more refined, elegant perfume kind of a scent. And this one has both. It kind of rides the middle there. And again, I have 2 days worth of beard growth. And my first time out with this, so I'm going to add a little bit more water here and do, again, a little bit more of a face lather. Oh, that's better. Yeah, I'm doing kind of a double lather here. Something in the bowl and then something on the face as well. Man, that's nice. I love this scent. This sandalwood scent is very, very good. Yeah, it's right there in the middle. It's not too earthy and organic, not too woody, but it is just enough woody and organic. And look at how that's starting to really respond there, huh? That's nice. A little bit of water, a little more agitation, just a little more water here, okay? Look at that. Now that is really smoothed out, and I got some really nice coverage. Okay, so it's going to take me a little while to get used to using it a little bit, but boy, quickly adapted to it, and you will too. And I'm just pulling it off the brush here, and you can see what I have there, and I can take that and I can layer that on and increase that cushion. Boy, that's nice. Very, very slick. When I kind of felt it with my fingers there on top, very slick. So I'm expecting a really nice, slick shave. And again, this scent is marvelous. If you go up to the Moondance website and check out Sandalwood and all their shave soaps, but check out Sandalwood, you're going to see some great reviews from users. They absolutely love this scent and they love the performance. Okay, there we go. We're going to go with that. How about that? The razor I'm going to use is my timeless stainless steel razor with the 0.68 millimeter blade gap right here. This is a fantastic razor, and I'm using it because I have 2 days worth of beard growth. We're also going to use a Dorco Prime razor blade. Been using these a lot lately. Like them a lot. So let's get one. And let's put that card back in there like that. And we'll set that aside. And we'll open up this blade here. There it is, Dorco Prime razor blade. Here is the cap. I set that in there like that. It is a tab and slot configuration. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right. There we go, like that. Like a one beautiful channel through there. It lines up with the tabs. All right. And then here's the O-ring right there. It's going to go on there like that. Okay, get on there. There you go. And here's this beautiful handle. Boy, I love the heft of this razor. Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right. Balance and alignment spot on. End tabs can barely be felt in the razor head, so it's enclosed for all practical purposes. The lather has remained nice and stable. Little bit of break, I wouldn't call it breakdown so much, but I think that's indicative of the slickness of it. That's what I think is coming into play here. It's that kind of shave soap. When I see this, when I see just a little bit of breakdown, many times I regard that as slickness setting in. And I think that's what we have here. So we're going to go ahead and heat this up under some hot water. Love the scent. Scent is great. And here we go. 30 degrees, a light touch. Let the razor do all the work, gentlemen. Yes, that's very, very, very slick. That is really, really slick. That's what we're looking at here. And again, as I've mentioned before in other shaves, when I'm doing my neck and I'm completing my shave stroke from the jawline all the way to the bottom of the neck, if there's no pinching or biting, I know that's a really, really slick lather. And that's what we have here. No pinching, no biting, just slickness that carries through that shave stroke from the jawline all the way down the neck. Boy, that's very, very slick. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Really nice job on the chin. Incredible slickness. And you can see how it's broken down a little bit here, but it has and it hasn't. That's the slickness kind of kicking in, if you know what I mean. Wow, that's really, really nice. First pass done, let's rinse. Wow, a lot of slickness there, no doubt about it. And I am right there on the cusp of socially acceptable shave territory. Probably could run out the door, no kidding. Again, I anticipate a 2-pass shave with this. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to run the brush over that puck there again. And look what I've got here. Okay, look what I've got. All right? So we're going to go ahead and just paint this on here and do another face lather paint combination kind of application here. Whoops. Oh, caught in the bowl. Some of the suds, some of the lather, check that out. Some of the lather flew off the brush but back into the bowl. So there you go. Again, now right here, it's kind of, how do I want to say it? It's a nice coating right here. And I could add a little bit of water, and I think that'll increase the smoothness, so to speak, of painting it on. Now, again, first time around, I had 2 days worth of beard growth, so a little more whisker that you have to cover up. And it did a great job of giving me some great coverage over that whisker. But you can kind of see, right, that it needs a little bit of water here to kind of come back to life. And allow, it's right like that, see, and allowing that slickness to kick in. So just, you can play with the water to soap ratio. This shave soap has some wonderful slickness, and again, it's going to probably take, I would say, 2 to 4 outings with it to really understand how best to build a lather. That's my guess, and I am going to use it again because I love this scent. I love the feel of it. It really does have a great feel on the skin, and the slickness is marvelous. It really is fantastic. And this has been their recipe for 20 years, and people keep coming back. Well, you know, there you go. That says quite a bit right there. All right, right like that. Okay, now instead of chatting and loading a blade, we're going to get right to shaving this off. And you can see that, you know, it's a little more stable than the first time around, like that. And again, there's this great slick quality to it. Wonderful glide, great slickness. Let's go with pass number 2. We're going to go east to west across the grain. This timeless razor is marvelous. Again, right here, residual slickness to do a little pickup there. Residual slickness is amazing. It's top shelf. It really, really is. This is really very, very slick. Wow. Wow. Again, you can see a little bit of, you know, it's kind of like the water is breaking down a little bit, but there is this slickness that's coming forward. That's how you interpret it. Okay, I'm working on the little bits underneath the nostrils, and I'm just, you know, shaving, little short strokes without having to apply any additional lather because there is so much protection there. The glide and the slickness just retains there on the skin. Look at that. Okay, I got a little guy right here, but that's nothing. That's nothing. And I didn't even feel that. I don't even think that's registering there, to be honest with you. That's very, very small. The slickness is just amazing. And I didn't even feel that. It's a little phantom nick. I get those every once in a blue moon. All right, second pass done. Let's rinse. This shave is done. It's a BBS finish. There is so much slickness on my skin. My final rinse routine, I'm going to have to do a lot of rinsing. So I'm going to do my warm water rinse, my cold water rinse, and I'll see you on the other side for the Allen block. So hang in there with me. Wow, that was very, very refreshing. Wow, what a great rinse routine. Warm and cold water. The cold water was wonderful. Let me put that back up there. All right, clean, fresh towel waiting for me right here. Wow, what a great post-shave feel. And this little guy right here is nothing there. That's closing up right away. Man, that's nothing. Wow, what a BBS finish. Man, is that close. A great, great post-shave feel. The scent is marvelous. This sandalwood, again, they say rich and woody. Well, I say rich and woody with some elegance and refinement thrown in there as well. Like right there in the middle. It's not earthy and organic and woody down here at this end. It's like right here in the middle and moving up towards elegance and refinement. Finely perfumed kind of sandalwood. Kind of right there in the middle, maybe a little more towards this end of the spectrum here. Terrific, terrific sandalwood scent. Let's get our Allen block. We're going to use my broken Sterling Shave Soap Allen block. It broke and I just filed it down a little bit. I got plenty here left. The end broke off. Here, see here, I'll show you. Okay, right here. See, the end broke off like that. Still have plenty here. And so we filed it down. We're going to rinse under some cold, cold water and see what kind of feedback we get. I'm going to get some feedback because this is a close shave. Because I think the slickness allowed that razor optimal efficiency is my guess. So, okay, here we go. I'm wrong. There's no stinging. There's no zinging at all. Okay, maybe a slight little zing here with that little guy there. Very slight. But man, some nice bracing, but no stinging, no zinging. Very, very smooth. Great slickness and glide. Wow. Man, oh man. My guess is if you're a straight razor shaver, you're going to like this one because of the slickness. Let me know if you use MOONDANCE Shave Soap. With your straight razor, if I'm right about that. It's just a hunch on my part. Here, we're going to go ahead and dry this off a little bit like that. And then we'll put it back into the case. So the side here like this. Now, I can't show you too much of the lather here because, again, this is more of a face lathering kind of soap. You know, you get these brush loads here, and it really does a great job in providing a lot of slickness. You're not going to get a lot of you're not going to get the big, hardy Santa beard kind of a lather. You're going to get a nice lather, but it's going to be more on I wouldn't say too terribly thin, but it's not going to be a big cushiony kind of lather. It's going to be a nice cushion, but it's going to be more slick, more of a slick kind of a lather, which many of us out there prefer, and this was really a nice change of pace. It really does a great job. Now, if you take this little bit of shave soap here, like this, and you put that on the brush, you start doing a face lather again, and you add a little bit of water, you're going to get a great lather just from this. And this will be pass number 3 here. Additionally, a lot of wet shavers like to use the extra lather in their post-shave routine, and yeah, they recommend, they say you can use this in the shower as a body soap, so why not use this post-shave routine? There's another plus right there. Great, great slickness, and the scent is absolutely marvelous. All right, for my post-shave, aftershave, we're going to use George F. Trumper's Sandalwood Skin Food. Mark Bagwell very kindly sent this to the channel. That's the back label. I don't know why I didn't get the front-facing label, but this is George F. Trumper's Sandalwood Skin Food, and we're going to use this post-shave. Yeah, right there. Ooh, that's all we need. About that much there. We're not going to do the Jimmy V method. We're just going to slap it right on. Because it is kind of a balm. And this scent complements this sandalwood scent from Moondance very nicely. So if you happen to have George F. Trumper's Sandalwood Skin Food in your shave tin, grab some of this Moondance Sandalwood Shaving Soap. And again, expect more slickness than cushion. Not a bad thing. Nice change of pace, but boy oh boy. It handled that razor and blade from Timeless with a 0.68 millimeter blade gap very, very well. And again, this guy right here closed right up. Nothing going on there. Very, very minuscule. I shouldn't even count it. Wow. That's nice. That's wonderful. Great, great shave. Wow. This is nice. A nice change of pace. I'm going to use a Badger brush next time, a boar brush next time, because I'm beginning to think that while the synthetic brush was good, yeah, I think a Badger brush is probably going to be better with this. A boar brush will probably excel with this as well. That's my guess. If you've used Moondance shaving soaps before, what kind of brush have you used? Comment below and let us know. What kind of lather have you gotten? More slick, more cushion? I think this is a lather that gives you more slickness than cushion, although you can layer it on and build up that cushion a little bit. But really, as you start your shave, that slickness starts to kick in a little bit. It starts to just have this kind of, I want to say breakdown, but it's not kind of a breakdown. I guess it's kind of like maybe just kind of spreading out a little bit, and the slickness is kind of, dispersing around your skin. The slickness is just everywhere. That's how this impresses me. Really, really terrific, very, very slick shaving soap with a lot of glide and, most importantly, a lot of great protection. No nicks, no cuts, no irritation. That little guy, we're not even going to count it. This was a fantastic, fantastic shave. So my thanks to Aaron Watson for very, very kindly and generously sending along from Moondance their Sandalwood Shaving Soap. Thanks again very, very much, Aaron. Folks, we'll have links below. All right, that's it. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out my Amazon product page, amazon.com/shop/MarkZerati, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review in this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Let me get the box. It's right over here. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you again real soon.